Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 9, Book 93, number 533. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. Allah's apostles sent for the Ansar and gathered them in a tent and said to them, "Be patient till you meet Allah and His apostle, and I will be on the lake tank, Al-Kawthar." Volume 9, Book 93, number 534. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. Whenever the Prophet offered his tahajjud prayer, he would say, "O Allah, our Lord, all the praises are for you. You are the keeper, establisher, or the one who looks after, of the heavens and the earth. All the praises are for you. You are the light of the heavens and the earth and whatever is therein. You are the truth, and your saying is the truth, and your promise is the truth, and the meeting with you is the truth, and paradise is the truth, and the hell fire is the truth. O Allah, I surrender myself to you, and believe in you, and I put my trust in you, solely depend upon. And to you I complain of my opponents, and with your evidence I argue. So please forgive the sins which I have done in the past or I will do in the future, and also those sins which I did in secret or in public, and that which you know better than I. None has the right to be worshipped but you. Volume 9, Book 93, number 535. Narrated by Adi bin Hatim. Allah's apostle said, "There will be none among you but his Lord will speak to him, and there will be no interpreter between them nor a screen to screen him." Volume 9, Book 93, number 536. Narrated by Abdullah bin K. The Prophet said, "There will be 2 paradises of silver, and all the utensils and whatever is therein will be of silver, and 2 paradises of gold, and its utensils and whatever therein will be of gold. And there will be nothing to prevent the people from seeing their Lord except the cover of majesty over his face in the paradise of Eden, eternal bliss." Volume 9, Book 93, number 537. Narrated by Abdullah. The Prophet said, "Whoever takes the property of a Muslim by taking a false oath, will meet Allah who will be angry with him." Then the Prophet recited the verse, "Verily those who purchase a small gain at the cost of Allah's covenant and their oaths, they shall have no portion in the hereafter, neither will Allah speak to them, nor look at them." 3.77. Volume 9, Book 93, number 538. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, "There are 3 types of persons to whom Allah will neither speak to them on the day of resurrections, nor look at him. They are sad face. 1. A man who takes a false oath that he has been offered for a commodity a price greater than what he has actually been offered. 2. And a man who takes a false oath after the Asr prayer, in order to grab the property of a Muslim through it. 3. And a man who forbids others to use the remaining superfluous water. To such a man Allah will say on the day of resurrection, 'Today I withhold my blessings from you as you withheld the superfluous part of that water, which your hands did not create.'" Volume 9, Book 93, number 539. Narrated by Abu Bakr. The Prophet said, "Time has come back to its original state which it had when Allah created the heavens and the earth, The year is 12 months, of which 4 are sacred. And out of these 4, 3 are in succession, namely, Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah and Muharram, and, the 4th one, Rajab Mudar, which is between Jumad, Atham, and Shaban. The Prophet then asked us, "Which month is this?" We said, "Allah and His Apostle know it better." He kept quiet so long that we thought he might call it by another name. Then he said, "Isn't it Dhul Hijjah?" We said, "Yes." He asked, "What town is this?" We said, "Allah and His Apostle know it better." Then he kept quiet so long that we thought he might call it by another name. He then said, "Isn't it the forbidden town, Mecca?" We said, "Yes." He asked, "What is the day today?" We said, "Allah and His Apostle know it better." Then he kept quiet so long that we thought that he might call it by another name. Then he said, "Isn't it the day of An-Nar, slaughtering of sacrifices?" We said, "Yes." Then he said, "Your blood, lives, your properties," the sub-narrator Muhammad said, I think he also said, "and your honor are as sacred to one another like the sanctity of this day of yours, in this town of yours, in this month of yours. You shall meet your Lord and He will ask you about your deeds. Beware, don't go astray after me by striking the necks of one another. Lo, it is incumbent upon those who are present to inform it to those who are absent, for perhaps the informed one might comprehend it, understand it, better than some of the present audience." Whenever the sub-narrator Muhammad mentioned that statement, he would say, "The Prophet said the truth." And then the Prophet added, "No doubt. Haven't I conveyed Allah's message to you? No doubt. Haven't I conveyed Allah's message to you?" Volume 9, Book 93, number 540. Narrated by Osama. A son of one of the daughters of the Prophet was dying, so she sent a person to call the Prophet. He sent her a message, "Whatever Allah takes is for him, and whatever He gives is for him, and everything has a limited fixed term in this world, so she should be patient and hope for Allah's reward." She then sent for him again, swearing that he should come. Allah's apostle got up, and so did Mu'adh bin Jabal, Ubay bin Kabi and Ubadah bin as-Samit. When he entered the house, they gave the child to Allah's apostle while its breath was disturbed in his chest. The sub-narrator said, "I think he said, as if it was a water skin." Allah's apostle started weeping, whereupon Sa'd bin Ubadah said, "Do you weep?" The Prophet said, "Allah is merciful only to those of His slaves who are merciful to others." Volume 9, Book 93, number 541. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, "Paradise and hell, fire, quarreled in the presence of their Lord. Paradise said, 'O Lord, what is wrong with me that only the poor and humble people enter me?' Hell, fire, said, 'I have been favored with the arrogant people.' So Allah said to Paradise, 'You are my mercy,' and said to hell, 'You are my punishment which I inflict upon whom I wish, and I shall fill both of you.' The Prophet added, 'As for Paradise, it will be filled with good people, because Allah does not wrong any of His created things, and He creates for hell, fire, whomever He will, and they will be thrown into it, and it will say thrice, 'Is there any more?' till Allah will put His foot over it, and it will become full and its sides will come close to each other, and it will say, 'Cat, cat, cat, enough, enough, enough.'"